You've obviously had a busy week, and this week it's been announced that you're teaming up with Duran Duran for a big show in Paris. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, it's this concept thing that Smirnoff is doing, and basically we're going to open for Duran Duran, and Simon Le Bon's going to come on with us for the last song and sing "Stop Me," and then I stay on and I get to kind of dream up or do my dream arrangements of Duran Duran songs. I'm a huge Duran Duran fan. I mean, they literally were the first band that I ever idolized. I remember being 12 and having smash hit Stick a Book, and I even went to get my hair cut and took a picture of John Taylor, like at 12 years old. I'm going to look like John Taylor. I remember asking him to cut my hair like John Taylor and leaving really upset because I felt like it was more of a Nick Rhodes sort of like thing that he left me with. I actually said to my mom I looked like Nick Rhodes. I didn't look like anyone. I had a bowl cut, the same one they give to every 12-year-old kid that walks in there. But it's amazing. We spoke to them. It's really cool because I've been going through the entire Duran Duran catalogue and just really trying to dream up some clever things and combine songs of theirs, like two songs almost making sort of a live mashup of like doing a new song, the lyrics to a new song over the beat from an old one. So it's gonna be really, I'm really excited about it.
What is it about Duran Duran? Is it just the new romantics things that made you there, sort of, idolise them so much, or what makes you think that they're your heroes?
Well, I think just when you're a kid, I mean, they had amazing pop tunes. They had those great videos. They were so cool, and I think in a way like of combining sort of art, style, fashion, and everything that they did, I don't know if anyone's sort of rivaled that since. I think you have bands like Franz Ferdinand or The Strokes or certain people that really kind of become iconic style mixed with the music. But I think Duran Duran's sort of like the forebearer for all of them.
You've obviously sort of done more kind of hip-hop production, and then recently you've been working sort of with the Rumble Strips, and you've done the Kaiser Chiefs as well, and it's obviously a lot more indie. Is that sort of a new challenge that you set yourself, or? It's
definitely a challenge. I mean, I'm still working with Nas and Rhymefest and Wale and a bunch of hip-hop groups, but it is a challenge anytime you go in, with the band. It's not just like you alone at the drum machine making beats and stuff like that. You're controlling 5 people, 5 different egos, 5 different creative talents in a band. But so far it's been cool, and I've been doing the Kaiser Chiefs album with a guy by the name of Elliot James, who's a really talented upcoming producer. So together I think we're making a really great record with them.
What sort of ideas have you come up with for sort of developing their sound? Obviously Stephen Street is the guy they've been working with for the previous sort of 2 albums, and what have you sort of come up with?
Just to put trumpets on everything. No. There's no trumpets on it. In fact, I made it I was like, do you know what would be good on this song? Like horns. And like Nick and Ricky just looked at me like, no, not putting a Ronson mitts all over our thing. I mean, I think there's 2 things I bring to the table with that. I'm a huge Kaiser Chiefs fan. I mean, the only reason I met them is because I did a cover of their song "Oh My God," because that's strictly just one of my favorite songs. Employment's one of my favorite records the past 10 years. So I think there's like a thing of that excitement of like getting to work on something that you're such a fan of already, and that's sort of enthusiasm that comes to the project. And then just they've got these brilliant songs, kind of a bit more back to the kind of urgency of the first album, songs like "Every Day I Love You Less and Less" and "I Predict a Riot," whereas the second record I thought was brilliant as well, but it was a bit more sort of mature and paced. So it's just capturing that energy. And the other thing is I've seen them live so many times, and there's really like the guitars, Whitey's guitars and all this stuff is so brilliant. I feel like that energy hasn't necessarily come through on a Kaiser's record before.
Nick and Ricky must be quite a good sort of bunch of guys to work with as well.
They're brilliant. Simon, Peanut, Nick, Ricky and Whitey, I mean, each one of them in any other band would be the funniest member of that band, but it's just the fact that there's that kind of classic. It's almost like the Beatles, like when you see those early press conferences, they have that razor-sharp wit, and yeah, it's brilliant. Sometimes, like when I'm just in the room while they're recording, I feel like I won some contest to be like the 6th Kaiser Chiefs, and it's just like, it's brilliant.
Do you reckon you might be?
No.
One day?
No.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Cheers.